Good evening, everyone. You all may be seated. We have a brief change in the schedule. All right, everyone, you may be seated. Thank you. We have a brief change in the schedule due to a track meet. We have one of our seniors who's not just a stellar academic, but also a stellar athlete, and we want to give her time to cross the stage as she has to go to a district track meet right now. So we just ask that Rachel Judge please come up to the stage so you can be acknowledged and to receive your diploma. Rachel Judge. Good job, baby.
Will everyone please stand and face the flag and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you and welcome classmates, family, and friends to Robert A. Taft Informational Technology High School Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Come on, y'all know we did that. Y'all know we did that. Y'all know we did that one. My name is Kiera Wilson, and I'm your class salutatorian. At this time, I would like to welcome our principal, Mr. Badgett.
Thank you, Kiera. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Students, we are so proud of you. So I just want to, let's give them a round of applause one more time, everybody. So we have some very special guests I would like to introduce, and we also have a special guest that the class of 2021 wants me to represent tonight too as well. So we're going to start on stage. From my left, we have Ms. Amat, Deputy Superintendent of Cincinnati Public Schools. We have Mrs. James, Assistant Principal, Taft High School. We have Dr. Williams, Assistant Principal, Taft High School. All right, going to the back row, we have Mr. Loomis, Counselor. Ms. Thomas, Counselor. Ms. Gilmore, Resource Coordinator. We have Mrs. Holman, Counselor. We have Mr. Morosky, School Board Member. To my right, the back row, we have Mrs. Taylor. She represents Cincinnati Bell, our partner in education. Thank you for coming. We have Mr. Rendelman, Community Coordinator. We have Mr. Wally Moo, Mr. Wally Moo. We have Miss Green and Miss King. We have Mrs. Pouncey, our Val. And we have Mrs. Wilson, our Sal. All right. So again, welcome. Also, the class of 2021 asked me at this time to honor their parents. So parents and guardians, please stand at this time. All right. So our guardian, they wanted to say thank you because they would not be here without you. So thank you so much. All right. Seniors, your last message from your principal. To dream anything you want to dream, that's the beauty of the human mind. To do anything you want to do, that is the strength of the human will. To trust yourself, to test your limits, that is the courage to succeed. High school for you was full of amazing opportunities, but you, the class of 2021, are responsible for taking these opportunities and transforming them into meaningful experiences for yourselves. As you dream big over the next 4 years, 5 years from now, you have to promise us, the staff of Taft High School, that you will dream big. Promise us that you will have the courage and confidence to take yourself seriously. Seniors, it is your turn. Now is your time. As you enter the college, workforce, or Army, take yourself seriously. Take your life in beautiful and bold directions. Start leaving your mark. Envision greatness in yourself and seize every opportunity to achieve it. Thank you. At this time, I would like to bring the class of 2021 valedictorian, Ms. Pouncey, up to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Badgett. If I could sum up the 2020-2021 school year into one word, it would be catastrophic. The pandemic pressed a pause button around the world, and in the blink of an eye, we had to adjust to virtual learning and wearing masks in our daily lives. As you can imagine, from a teenager's perspective, to put it lightly, it felt like the virus had negatively impacted all of us and ruined our lives forever. Summer of 2020 was canceled, friends and family were isolated, jobs were lost, and for some, loved ones were laid to rest too soon. Like most of you, I was unmotivated and ready to give up. I never imagined that I would be graduating as the valedictorian, and it was never a title I wanted. I definitely didn't want to give this speech and even tried to wait until the last minute to submit it, thinking maybe they won't make me do it. Yet here I am giving a speech and, more importantly, graduating as a proud senator from Robert A. Taft Information Technology High School with the class of 2021. Now, this is an accomplishment worth celebrating. Somewhere in the midst of catastrophic events, we each found the will to keep moving forward. All the work that we have been doing for these past few years has finally paid off, and we are finished. We have now reached the end of our journey, and it is now time to venture out into the world independently. As you move into your next chapter, I encourage each of you to continue to find the will to keep moving forward and find hope in tough times. In the fall, I will be attending East West University studying business. Parents, teachers, staff, friends, and family, we could not have done this without you. Thank you. To the class of 2021, congratulations, a job well done.
Thank you, Kiesha. Please help me in welcoming Deputy Superintendent Ms. Amat as she delivers words of encouragement to our graduates.
Thank you, Principal Badgett. Good afternoon. My name is Tiana Amat, Deputy Superintendent of Cincinnati Public Schools. I am here on behalf of Superintendent Laura Mitchell and the entire administration to extend our enthusiastic and heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2021 Taft High School. It is a great honor and privilege to have the opportunity to share this day with you, to celebrate your academic achievements, and to reflect and reminisce with you on your elementary and high school experiences. Today is also an important opportunity to recognize and thank the many individuals who helped you along the way. Your parents, families, friends, teachers, and all of the wonderful staff here at Taft High School. We are grateful for the support you have provided to this graduating class. This has been an extraordinary 12 months. I think it is safe to say the class of 2021 will never be forgotten. In Cincinnati Public Schools history, we have never had a school year like this, especially for our seniors. I am so grateful that we can open the schools this last few weeks. I am especially glad to have the opportunity to celebrate this occasion with you in person. Thank you for the invitation, and on behalf of Cincinnati Public Schools, congratulations to Taft High School Class 2021.
Good afternoon. Due to the pandemic, we haven't had many of our senior celebrations. One of the events that we missed was Class Day, a day where we acknowledge the class of 2021, many accomplishments, and announce scholarship recipients. At this time, we would like to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests and scholarship recipients. Will the representatives of Taft Alumni Association Fred A. Hill Scholarships please stand? Fred A. Hill was a Taft High 1959 graduate. He served as the alumni president for over 4 decades and a mentor at Taft High School for many years. It is in the spirit of his passion for Taft we offer this scholarship in his name. When you hear your name, please stand and be acknowledged. The first recipient is Dylan Britton. Nasia Turner. Leasia Clark. Brandon Miles. Kelasia Pouncey. And Rachel Judge. Will the representatives of the Taft class of 1966, Dr. Reginald Brodnick Scholarship, please stand? The Robert A. Taft High School class of 1966 alumni, on behalf of our late senior class president, Dr. Reginald Brodnick, has been entrusted to offer scholarships to deserving Taft graduating seniors. In his honor, Dr. Reginald Brodnick was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and moved to Cincinnati, Ohio at a young age. He was educated in the Cincinnati Public Schools and graduated in 1966 from what was then known as Robert A. Taft High School. He received his bachelor's degree from Wilmington College, his master's from Kent State University, and his PhD from Ohio State University. The Taft alumni class of 1966, along with his widow, Claire Brodnick of Miami, Florida, continues to remember and salute Dr. Reginald Brodnick and his passion for young people in education by way of this scholarship. This year, Robert A. Taft class of 1966 proudly awarded the total of $12,000 to be distributed among the following Taft graduating 2029 seniors. May God continue to bless you, the Taft alumni class of 1966. When you hear your name, please stand. Dylan Britton. Nasia Turner. Leasia Clark. Brandon Miles. Kelasia Pouncey. And Rachel Judge. Will the representative of the Grad Cincinnati Scholarship please stand? Grad Cincinnati, a nonprofit for 19 years, serves as the lead agency for Taft High School. GRAD's vision is that all students graduate from high school and are prepared to succeed in college or career. GRAD's programs at Taft are college access, resource coordination, and after-school programming supporting our mission. On behalf of the GRAD Cincinnati Board of Directors and the GRAD staff, we are pleased to honor 5 students who are receiving this evening their scholarships from GRAD. Each student has met all the qualifications to graduate. Maintain a 2.7 GPA or higher, accepted to the college or university of their choice, and over their high school career participated in the GRAD Cincinnati programs. When you hear your name, please stand and be acknowledged. Dylan Britton. Leasia Clark. Mariah Jamison. Rachel Judge. And Daryl Nasia Turner. Will the representative of the Ulysses Roselle Memorial Scholarship please stand? The Ulysses Roselle Student Athlete Scholarship was established to honor Mr. Roselle as CPS retired educator and coach. The recipients of this award are college-bound student athletes that have demonstrated success in the classroom and as participants on the athletic teams throughout their high school experience. These students also managed to support community-based endeavors, not letting the pandemic curb their enthusiasm. When you hear your name, please stand. Leasia Clark. And Brandon Miles. Congratulations to all the scholarship recipients. Next, we would like to bring Kathleen Taylor for Cincinnati Bell to present the Cincinnati Bell Scholarship. And Mr. Badgett, could you stand, please?
Good afternoon, Taft graduates. I am honored to be here on behalf of Cincinnati Bell to celebrate the Robert A. Taft Information Technology High School class of 2021. Yeah. What an extraordinary achievement for each and every one of you to be here today, especially after the past 14 months. You have overcome many obstacles, and you all have very bright futures ahead of you, and you can craft those futures as you would like for them to be. Congratulations on this most significant achievement. And yeah. To the family and friends here to celebrate your graduates, you are such a big reason they are here and that you are here today. I too am the mom of a member of the class of 2021 over at Coleraine High School. And I know that it has not been the experience that we envisioned when our graduates first started their high school careers. But I believe it has made them stronger and more resilient. But you haven't assembled here today to listen to me, and I know you have many celebrations that you want to begin. So I will get down to what I'm here to do, which is to present the Cincinnati Bell Scholarships to 2 members of the Taft High School class of 2021. Through an application process and with referral from Taft faculty, 8 students were invited to interview for one of 2 scholarships. I can't express what a difficult decision it was to make. We are proud of each and every one of you who were candidates for the Cincinnati Bell scholarships. So after much discussion and careful thought, Cincinnati Bell awards our 2 scholarships to Dylan Britton,
And I just want to let everyone know that this scholarship is $5,000 for 4 years.
and Cincinnati Bell is proud to award our other scholarship to Keelasia Pouncey.
All right. Next person we'd like to bring up is Mr. Walamu Kita. He's going to be our guest speaker, and I would like to read his bio. So Mr. Walamu is an advocate for youth, social justice, and a proud staff member of Robert A. Taft IT High School. And tonight we have the pleasure of having him as our keynote speaker. He's a native of Cincinnati, Ohio. He grew up during the civil rights movement. The things he has experienced in his upbringing ignited his passion for social justice and the advancement of the African American community. Mr. Walamu is a graduate of The Ohio State University, where he earned a Bachelor's of Art and a Master's of Art degree in African American History and Political Studies. OSU is where he continued his passion for activism by participating and established many social justice groups such as the Afro AM, the Black Graduate Caucus, the Black Studies Graduate Student Association, just to name a few. This led him to being a professor at OSU and the University of Cincinnati. His knowledge and humanitarian work has taken him all over the world, and we're so fortunate to have him as a valued member of the Taft High School family. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Walamu.
Congratulations, you all. I'm honored to be here. I know our time is short, so I'm going to get right to the message. I hopefully will have some meaning for you. To our graduates and families, dignitaries and guests, I extend to you greetings. I was born into poverty, but was taught humility and gratitude for the little things that we had. I lived in the village of Glendale, only 20 miles away, but a very different world from yours. Glendale was country life with pigs, cows, chickens, playing in creek beds, fishing and hunting, and working in gardens. My mother was a baker at Princeton High School and a housemaid for a wealthy family. The African section of Glendale was also impoverished, but a community of one. That was my hood. It was my grandma, the wife of a minister, who in hindsight had the greatest cultural and spiritual impact on my life's path. She taught me how to live life her way. Grandma was a kind, caring, and loving African woman that gave of herself each and every day to all she touched. My grandma modeled how to remain calm in life's storm clouds, to be respectful of others, to be proud and to present oneself with dignity and honor. When Grandma transitioned from this world at the age of 102, her tribute simply read, "Let my life speak for me." I was a terrible student of hers, but with time, experience, and her life as a guide, she encouraged me on my way. My life has provided me profound opportunities and unimaginable experiences. I traveled and addressed students at Kofi Annan University in Conakry, Guinea, West Africa, and other communities in Guinea. I have addressed scholars and intellectuals from around the world at the University of the West Indies in Trinidad and Tobago. I have taught destitute youth and their mothers in Lomas, Peru. I have addressed international activists at the Julio Antonio Maya International Camp in Havana, Cuba. And I have spoken at forums, seminars, protests, lectures, and programs of students, youth, and communities throughout the U.S. For me, today represents one of those profound opportunities and unimaginable experiences. I've had no greater honor than that of addressing our graduating seniors and their families today. I express my deepest heartfelt appreciation and gratitude for this honor. Today is a great day in the history of our people. You have confronted and are victorious over life's trials, tribulations, and adversities. You have stayed the course and prepared yourself for the next stage of your life. With all of life's challenges, you fought through the horrific COVID-19 pandemic, and you are here today victorious. You must understand history and your role in it. You are making history, but you are not conscious of the critical role that you play. You don't understand you represent the future of the people. It is not your choice. It is your destiny. It is imposed by the very dictates of history. Frantz Fanon says, each generation must, out of relative obscurity, must discover its mission, fulfill it or portray it. So I'm talking about my life and what I learned as our mission, our purpose in life. The essence of personal and collective lives should be expressed through what I call a genuine education. A genuine education requires that one claims and is wedded to two essential concepts that define our attitude about life. They are, one, the desire for personal happiness and social solidarity and harmony, and two, the noble and glorious task of serving the people and world humanity. Those among us who are genuinely educated understand the purpose to human life and are prepared to be the greatest among us. You should want to be great. As Martin Luther King correctly says, you must earn it. He says true greatness does not come by favoritism, but by fitness. And recognize that he who is greatest among you shall be your servant. By giving that definition of greatness, it means that everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics and physics to serve. King says, and he is correct, you only need a heart of grace, and you can be that servant. So my message today is simple. If one is educated, one must serve. To discover happiness and harmony within yourself and your fellow man and woman, you must serve. If you are educated to the responsibilities to human life, you must serve. Osajifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah explains, and I'm quoting him, education consists not only in the sum of what a man or woman knows, or the skill with which he can put those to his own advantage. In my view, a man's education must also be measured in terms of the soundness of his judgment of people and things, and in his power to understand and appreciate the needs of his fellow men, and to be of service to them. The educated man should be sensitive to the conditions around him, that he makes it his chief endeavor to improve those conditions for the good of all. What is the outcome of this approach to life? What can be expected out of service? It is your personal legacy. Coach Walima, what are you talking about? I'm glad you asked. When a person dies, the mark the individual left on the world represents that individual's legacy. It's about the richness of the individual's life, including what that person accomplished and the impact he or she had on people and places. We all will leave our legacy with our family, friends, community, with our people and the world. The only question is, what will my legacy read? In closing, I want to share how Martin Luther King wanted to be remembered as an illustration of a legacy of service that we all should follow. There are millions of positive examples of women and men to follow. History is made by the masses of the people. Legacy is both personal and collective. We must follow the legacies of our ancestors who made the correct choice, the choice to serve. The legacy of Martin Luther King Jr., as he thought he should be remembered, he preached Sunday, February 4th, 1968, 61 days before his assassination, and it reads, "I'd like somebody to mention that day Martin Luther King Jr. tried to give his life serving others. I'd like for somebody to say that day that Martin Luther King Jr. tried to love somebody. I want you to say that day that I tried to be right on the war question. I want you to be able to say that day that I did try to feed the hungry. And I want you to be able to say that day that I did try in my life to clothe those who were naked. I want you to say that day that I did try in my life to visit those who were in prison. I want you to say that I tried to love and serve humanity. And of all the other shallow things will not matter. I won't have any money to leave behind. I won't have the fine and luxurious things of life to leave behind. But I just want to leave a committed life. If I can show somebody he's traveling wrong, then my living will not be in vain." And that's Martin Luther King. So you must claim from this day forward our ancestors' legacy of service, of unity, of solidarity and harmony, of self-respect, honor, dignity, and liberty. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in one drop. Do not allow history to make you. You must consciously make history. You are not, leave your mark on this world as a servant of the people, and let your legacy be known as a man or woman who so love yourself, your love overflowed and embraced others. To my Taft High School graduating class of 2021, I salute you. I thank you. And most of all, I love you. We thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Walimu Kitu. Please help me now welcome your class of 2021 salutatorian, Kiera Wilson.
Good afternoon, all. There are so many emotions to describe this one event. We all have been through so much. A lot of us didn't think we'd make it to today. I'm short, I'm sorry. Thank you. Sorry. Ever since we understood what the purpose of coming to school was, none of us wanted to be here, honestly. I didn't. Jack, I see you looking at me. Honestly, coming to Taft was probably one of the best things that happened to me. A lot of us. We never thought we would run into each other, and now look, we leaving with friends and family. I can call Jack a brother. I can call Terrell a brother. What's up, T2? Nah, I ain't gonna go out track, I'm sorry. I'm nervous, so I'm rambling. But honestly, this school year was harsh for us. We all suffered the pandemic, which forced us to go to virtual learning, which wasn't the easiest. Me, personally, I suffered with computer problems that had trouble with turning in my work, which suffered my grade, which is now, I'm here. I still made it. I almost did. I was up till 8 o'clock this morning, finishing Miss Woodside work that I started at 9 yesterday. I'm doing this with no sleep, baby. Coming here, most of all, what shaped me into the person I am was the sports, and I can thank Coach Walamu for that. Him taking me under his wing once Coach Craig left our basketball sisterhood, it helped push me further to where I am today. I didn't think I'd be able to give this speech. I don't like talking. It's not me. Being able to stand up here in front of all of you today and to say that I did it is one of the best things ever. Like, I literally have to pinch myself right now because it's so unreal. But we did it. We made it. Thanks to Ms. Scott, you know, all that hard work. Them essays you giving out every 2 weeks. But it's all love. You brought me far here. With you, I'm a better writer today to where I was able to prepare the speech that I'm giving, which honestly isn't it. But it happened, we done, and we conquered. Now we can say we can put our best foot forward into life and go where we need to be. Me, I will be attending the University of Cincinnati for my undergraduate program in criminal justice. After I finish criminal justice, I'll be wanting to go into the sports field. So those are my dreams. Chase them. You got them. Put your best foot forward. Don't let nobody stop you. Only person in your way is you, baby. Get it done and get it out of here. Get your bread and let's get it. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, Kiera. All right, now the time we have all been waiting for. Can we have, on the behalf of Cincinnati Public Schools Board of Directors, our board member, Mike Morawski, and our Val and Sal to the mics to confer our diplomas for the class of 2021.
Congratulations, senators. Give yourselves a round of applause. Congratulations, families. This is great. On behalf of the Board of Education, we are all very, very proud of you, and let me please say thank you for your patience with us. I know this past year and a half hasn't been easy, so I want to give you one more round of applause. What you all have done this past year is remarkable. Your teachers as well, thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Without any further ado, I, Mike Morosky, by the authority vested in me as a member of the Cincinnati Board of Education, hereby confer on these young men and women the diploma of Cincinnati Public Schools, Taft Information Technology High School.
We accept the diplomas.
Okay. All right, we're going to start with our valedictorian, Ms. Kelasia Pouncey. Kiera Wilson. Rihanna Anderson. J. Marco Berry. Robert Brazil. Dylan Britton. Danasia Brundage. Danasia Brundage. Girl, just go. Danaya. Leasia Clark. O'Shea Coley. Deasia Collins. Kimani Colquitt. Jamar Cooper. Jonique Cotton. Michael Dale. Anthony Dillard. Alana Dowling. Benico Ellery. Javoy Evans. Kiera Fambro. Destiny France. Okay. I got it. Dajae Franklin. Gary Harding. Angel Harper. Krishana Harris. Maitez Harris. Haley Haynes. Jakinia Hutchinson. Jackie Jackson. Mariah Jameson. Dariana Lewis. Antonio Lowe. Jalen Lowe. Tayshawn Lowe. Elijah Maddox. Zakira Mason. Sierra McClure. Brandon Miles. Yaakov Neslin. Joshua Nichols. Aaron Pendleton. Janiyah Phoenix. Amaya Prosser. Artrell Rowley. Christian Rudolph. Terrell Scott. Daquan Smith. Deanna Taylor. Rayshawn Thornton. Durlnasia Turner. Alexis Ward. Emmanuel Williams. Shamik Williams. Jaron Wilson. William Woods. And that is your graduating class from Robert A. Taft IT High School, class of 2021.
All right. I heard some TAs out there. Let's do it again. TA? TA? All right, all right. All right, at this time, parents, please let me get your attention just for a quick second, okay, because we're about to dismiss. You're gonna meet your graduate outside, okay? So as soon as we dismiss, we're gonna walk out and you're gonna meet them on the landing outside, okay? So class of 2021, please stand. All right. It is, without further ado, it is my honor and it is my pleasure to announce to you the class Robert A. Taft Information Technology High School class of 2021. You can take your tassel from the right to the left, and you are a graduate.
Graduates, get back in your seats. You're not released. Back in your seats, guys. That's the last command you'll get from Miss Thomas. Back in your seats.